The main attraction of any community tank or a planted tank is shoaling fishes, and none are as exuberant or a joy to watch as the rummy-nosed tetra. It adds a flash of color and movement that is unrivaled in the aquarium hobby, even among its own colorful tetra cousins. However, they will exhibit their best coloration and behavior when they're taken care of properly, and today we'll let you know how to do exactly that. Rummy-nosed tetra natural habitat. There are 3 different tetra species that are known as the rummy-nosed tetra in the aquarium business, but for all intents and purposes as a pet, they are the same with similar care requirements. They all come from the Amazon River basin in South America. Their typical habitat in the wild consists of those sections of the river where the water flow is moderate. There are also portions with a sandy substrate and plenty of vegetation, which is why this fish looks so good in planted aquariums. Their schooling behavior is a natural defense mechanism against predators, of which there are many, which is why they need plenty of hiding spots in the aquarium to feel safe even when there's no predators around. Rummy-nosed tetra physical description. These fish, despite belonging to the tetra family and sharing a lot of the general physical characteristics, are just different enough to be very distinguishable. They are torpedo-shaped but are even more streamlined. Most of their body is translucent, and the tail has white and black stripes that give this fish a very supercar type of look. Of course, the showstopper is the other end. The face of this fish is a brilliant red, which is where it gets its name from. They grow to a maximum size of between 1.75 and 2.5 inches, or 4 to 6.5 centimeters. With adequate care, they can live for their maximum lifespan of 8 to 5 years. As alluded to earlier, there are 3 species of tetras that are known as the rummy-nosed tetra, and they are the true rummy nose, the original, brilliant rummy nose, a slightly different coloration with the red of the face extending beyond the gills, and false rummy nose. They have a black tint in their fins. All 3 can be mixed together without any issues in the home aquarium and in a group. They're almost impossible to tell apart anyway. Rummy-nosed tetra ideal tank setup. If there were one group of fish that was made for planted aquariums, then the rummy nose is it. Its coloration and behavior suit a densely planted setting perfectly. Start with at least a 20-gallon tank, but as always, the bigger the better. Go for a dark, sandy substrate. Add plenty of plants, especially ones that will grow to the top of the aquarium. Finish it off with a few pebbles, rocks, driftwood, and some floating plants. You could keep them in a tank without plants, but neither the fish nor you will feel at home with such a setup. As these fish are very active, make sure to leave some open spaces by pruning the plants periodically. Rummy-nosed tetra water parameters. Often, things that are this pretty require extra care, and the rummy nose is no different. It's more sensitive to changes in water chemistry and parameters than most tetras. As such, make sure that there aren't any fluctuations and that everything is within the proper range as follows. Temperature 72 degrees Fahrenheit to 84 degrees Fahrenheit, or 22 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius, pH 5.5 to 6.8, hardness 2 to 8 kh. Perhaps one of the most important parameter is pH. These fish do very poorly in water that is not acidic. Using almond leaves submerged in the water is a great way of lowering pH if it's high. A testing kit is a must for these fish as it will help you keep everything stable and within the proper range. Rummy-nosed tetra diet. These are omnivores and will readily accept most commercially available flakes and pellets. Make sure to get one from a reputed brand that has plant and meat combinations in equal ratio. This can be supplemented with meaty treats such as bloodworms and brine shrimp. Feed them twice a day with just enough food that they can finish in a minute. Remove any uneaten food to prevent the water chemistry from undergoing any drastic changes. Rummy-nosed tetra behavior and tank mates. This is easily one of the most docile fishes out there. This also means that they can be easily spooked by fish that are even slightly aggressive, and stress isn't good for the rummy nose. Ideal tank mates would be of a similar size with an equally gentle temperament. Great tank mates for the rummy-nosed tetra include other peaceful tetras, danios, shrimps, small peaceful loaches, dwarf gouramis, mollies, cory catfish, and snails. Rummy-nosed tetra breeding. These fish aren't the easiest to breed in a home setting, but here's a guide on how to do it if you really must. Anything around 10 gallons with a good filter will be sufficient. Add a breeding mop or java moss for the eggs to be laid on. Determining the gender of this fish is almost impossible, so your best bet is to add a small group of them of about 6 or more into the breeding tank. Ensure that the pH is around 6.2. Gradually raise the temperature to 84 degrees Fahrenheit or 29 degrees Celsius. This should induce spawning. As soon as the eggs are laid and fertilized, the adults should be removed. The eggs will hatch in a day or two and they'll feed on their egg sacs for the first few days. Once they become free swimming, feed them commercially available fry food. Infusoria is another alternative. Rummy-nosed tetra diseases. They don't have any diseases specific to them, but it doesn't take a lot for them to be afflicted by one of the many common fish diseases. Most common ailments include bacterial and fungal infections. The good news is that these can be avoided completely by ensuring that the water condition is pristine at all times. If their brilliant coloration starts to fade, then know that there is something wrong. Immediately test the water and take preventative measures. To sum it up, if you have a planted tank or are planning to keep one, then the Rummy-nosed Tetra is a no-brainer addition to your tank. The same goes for a community tank. It does demand a bit more care, but once you see them shoaling in your aquarium, you'll know that it is more than worth it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to tap that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. I will see you in the next video.